High above our planet, in the silent darkness of space, countless rocks drift endlessly through the solar system. Most of them are small, harmless fragments of ancient collisions. But a few follow, deadly orbits, trajectories that bring them dangerously close to Earth. These wandering giants are known as asteroids, and in 2026, several of them are predicted to pass near our planet. The question is, what if one doesn't miss? Imagine a mountain-sized asteroid racing toward Earth at tens of thousands of kilometers per hour. The moment it enters the atmosphere, it would ignite into a ball of fire brighter than the sun. Within seconds, the sky would turn red, and a deafening shockwave would rip across entire cities. The energy unleashed would be equal to millions of nuclear bombs, creating destruction on a scale humanity has never witnessed. But it doesn't take a planet killer to cause chaos. In 2013, a rock only 20 meters wide exploded over Chelyabinsk, Russia. Windows shattered, buildings shook, and more than 1,000 people were injured, all from an asteroid smaller than a house. Now imagine an object 10 times larger. The devastation would be unimaginable. Scientists warn that if a kilometer-sized asteroid struck Earth, it could trigger a global catastrophe. Dust and debris would rise into the atmosphere, blocking sunlight, collapsing agriculture, and sending the world into a deadly impact winter. History reminds us of this danger. 66 million years ago, a massive asteroid ended the reign of the dinosaurs. Today, NASA and ESA are racing to prepare. Telescopes scan the skies day and night, and planetary defense missions like DART have proven that we can deflect small asteroids. But experts agree, humanity is still far from safe. With each passing year, the odds increase that one day, an asteroid will come too close. Asteroids are the ticking time bombs of the universe. The only real question is not if another impact will happen, but when. And as 2026 approaches, humanity must ask itself, are we truly ready for the next one? The world has already faced a grim warning. In 2020, the COVID-19 pandemic spread like wildfire, killing millions, shutting down entire nations, and changing the course of human history. Yet experts warn, the next pandemic could strike even harder, and it may arrive sooner than we think, perhaps as early as 2026. Viruses are nature's invisible assassins. They leap silently from animals to humans, spreading undetected until it is too late. In recent years, scientists have tracked dangerous pathogens like Ebola, Nipah, avian influenza, and new coronaviruses. Any one of these could mutate into a global killer. Imagine a deadly new virus emerging in a crowded megacity. Within days, flights carry it across continents. Airports close, economies collapse, and hospitals overflow. Governments scramble to respond. But the infection spreads faster than their control measures. Panic sets in as borders shut down and supply chains fail. History offers chilling lessons. The Spanish flu of 1918 killed over 50 million people worldwide. Today, with global travel, urban density, and weakened healthcare systems, a virus of similar scale could spread faster than ever before. Scientists warn that such an outbreak could trigger not only mass casualties, but also food shortages, political unrest, and even the breakdown of fragile societies. Though modern medicine has advanced, humanity remains unprepared. Vaccines can be developed quickly, but distribution takes time. Surveillance systems detect new threats, yet cannot always stop them. The truth is, the weakest link in pandemic defense is not science, it is human behavior. The next pandemic may not look like the last one. It could be deadlier, more contagious, or even engineered. But one thing is certain, unless the world learns from its mistakes, 2026 may remind us once again that the deadliest enemies are not always the ones we can see. Earth's climate is shifting faster than ever before. Rising global temperatures are fueling storms, droughts, and floods at an intensity our planet has rarely seen in human history. And experts warn that by 2026, we may face some of the most extreme climate disasters yet. Imagine supercharged hurricanes, born from overheated oceans, tearing across coastlines with winds so strong they can level entire cities. These storms are no longer rare, they are becoming the new normal. Every year, millions of people are forced to flee. Their homes as walls of water crash into their towns and farmland, disappears beneath the sea. But storms are only part of the problem. In many regions, the opposite threat is rising: relentless droughts. As rainfall patterns collapse, lakes and rivers dry up, leaving once fertile lands barren. Crops fail, water supplies vanish, and nations struggle to feed their people. In 2026, scientists warn that entire regions of Africa, Asia, and even the United States could face catastrophic food shortages. At the same time, record-breaking wildfires are scorching the planet, fueled by heat and dry winds. These infernos spread faster than firefighters can contain them, reducing towns to ash and sending toxic smoke into the skies. The air becomes unbreathable, turning once thriving landscapes into wastelands. And then there is the rising sea. Melting ice sheets in Greenland and Antarctica are pushing ocean levels higher every year. By 2026, millions more could be displaced as flooding swallows coastal cities. Miami, Jakarta, Dhaka, and countless others stand on the front lines of a slow but unstoppable disaster. The Earth is speaking to us through floods, fire, storms, and heat waves. But the question remains: are we listening? Climate change is not a distant threat. It is here, now, accelerating faster than we ever imagined. And in 2026, the consequences may be unavoidable. For decades, the threat of nuclear war has haunted humanity like a shadow. Since the end of World War II, we have lived under the balance of terror, a fragile peace maintained not by trust, but by the fear of mutual destruction. Yet as we move into 2026, that balance is starting to crack. Tensions between world powers are rising. Russia's conflict with the West continues to escalate. China and the United States face off in the Pacific. Regional disputes in the Middle East and Asia threaten to ignite larger wars. Each flashpoint is a spark, and in a nuclear world, one spark may be all it takes. Imagine a single nuclear weapon detonating over a modern city. In seconds, millions would be vaporized. Entire infrastructures, hospitals, power grids, transportation would vanish. Radiation would poison survivors for decades. And if nations retaliated, the chain reaction could engulf the planet in an all-out nuclear winter. Scientists warn that even a limited nuclear war, perhaps between India and Pakistan, could send enough smoke into the atmosphere to block sunlight, collapse agriculture, and kill billions through famine. Humanity's survival itself could be at stake. Meanwhile, military technologies are advancing. Hypersonic missiles, cyber warfare, and artificial intelligence raise the risk of miscalculation. A single error, a misunderstood signal, or a technical glitch could unleash devastation. World leaders often speak of peace, yet continue to build weapons capable of ending civilization. The paradox is chilling. The very tools meant to defend nations could destroy the Earth in minutes. And so the question remains: will humanity choose restraint, cooperation, and survival, or will history end in fire? Because once the first missile is launched, there may be no turning back. 4 disasters, 4 warnings. From the skies above to the earth beneath, from invisible enemies to the weapons we create ourselves, humanity stands on the edge of its own survival. The year 2026 may not bring the end of the world, but it reminds us how fragile our future truly is. Every choice we make today shapes the tomorrow we will face. The question is simple: will we stand together or fall apart? If you believe these threats are worth knowing, if you want to understand the dangers humanity may face, then join us. Like this video, share it with others, and subscribe to the channel, because knowledge is our first defense. The future has not been written yet. Together, we may still change it.